Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is September 12th, and on this day in 2004, just for some football, Lions beat Bears 2016 and snapped their NFL record 24-game road losing streak. 24 games. That's like probably 3 seasons almost. Probably went into 3 seasons, man. That's like everybody's like, "Hey, Lions are in town. You want to come watch a game? We can watch them beat the Lions." What did you miss yesterday? Q&A part two from baseball card collector, investor, dealer. How sports cards crashed in the 80s. An interesting look from Tyler Short. 4 ways to improve on soccer from our soccer LDN, I think it is. Hobby off-season targets part two from Northeast Ohio. Soccer buying and investing tips from Les Alex. And top 10 Bowman Transcendent breaks. These are pretty cool breaks from All About the Sports Cards. In hobby news, Mosaic Football pretty much dominated the hobby news today. Lots of breaks, lots of cards being posted, lots of hits, people talking about Mosaic. Panini sold Mosaic Direct for a really whopping price of, I think it was like $660 for a hobby box. We'll talk more about that. Hobby today, Hobby Hotline this morning around 11. Comeback Card Investor. Fantasy Football Card Quest this evening, both talking football. And Sports Card Alive at 10 o'clock with Jeremy. Let's get into the content. Okay, so first off, let's start with baseball card collector, investor, dealer. Did a great Q&A session, breaks down things. I'm talking about grading. He talks about vintage. He talks about some answers a question about a Jordan set from 85. Just really cool stuff I really enjoyed, learned. Always love this channel, so check it out. Give it a watch. Next up, this is Tyler Short. He does a really interesting one show about the 80s. What I found really interesting is he takes cards from the 80s and looks at their pop reports. So some things that kind of blow my mind are how many of these cards are out there and how few of them actually grade well. So when you talk about the 80s and 90s, the way that these cards kind of got their number exclusivity was in the grading. And there's just not a lot of 10s and 9s. And it's funny, I had some cards that I tried grading myself that I took very good care of over the last 30 years, or at least I thought I did. And none of those graded above a 7. So there is value in those old graded. So he talks a little bit about that. Next one up is great video from LDN Cards, provider over in, I think it's in England. Does a great video on soccer. And talks about the rookie card and why they need to clarify what a rookie card is. He jokes about how like last year one of these guys was 30 years old and his rookie card came out. And it really goes into some of the complexities of soccer. So I don't know. I found it very interesting. I wish Panini's watching, and I learned a lot watching this video. So take the time, check it out. Northeast Ohio Sports Cards gave a great. This is part two. I didn't list part one the other day. We talked about basketball cards you should invest in now. Really interesting foresight. I mean, nothing secretive here. I would say I agree with a lot of it. A lot of it, in my opinion, is basketball players typically take 3 or 4 years to mature. If you look at the guys on fire today, like or last night, the Celtics, these guys have been on the team for 3, 4 years. So that's when players really mature in the NBA. If you sell rookies before then, you really don't know if you sold too early or not. Next up, Les Alex, talking soccer. He did a video. He does really interesting videos on how he's buying and selling. And, I like his perspective on stuff. He's not, buying big boxes and chasing big cards. I think I forget where he got this lot from, but he's showing some, I think this is Ronaldo's, and talking about soccer and his involvement in soccer. And he's been doing a lot in soccer, I'd say. He's definitely been a soccer influencer. And then last up, all about sports cards. Great video on the Bowman top 10. I don't want to steal the thunder. This is the number one card. I'm wondering what this will sell for. A Dominguez Bowman 1/1 Transcendent card. Now, is it the same as the 1/1 from his first auto? No. Right? And there's a first insert I saw 1/1. And that's another thing I'd point out. With this card, doesn't this kind of cheapen the value of the real first auto 1/1? Anyway, I did enjoy the video. Always love these videos. I love the top 10. Thought I'd bring attention to it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed what's going on. Oh, I forgot to mention. Oh, we forgot to start here, didn't we? Mosaic. Look at this, 664. Now, I'll be honest. I'm not buying Mosaic. It looks pretty shiny. It looks cool. I'm just skeptical of a first-year product, and I'm also skeptical of football. Other football products have dipped in price. Certified's down. I suspect Donruss will dip. Mosaic might hold value, but we'll see. And then what I'm really concerned about how this is going to affect Prism. I love Prism, but if Prism is $600 a hobby box, I don't love Prism. And how's this going to affect Prism basketball? This might be the year I get forced out of some of my funner parts of the hobby. I don't want to say out of the hobby, but it's definitely not making me happy as much. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, like, comment. I'm going to do some more videos this weekend. Hope to get some stuff posted. Have a great day.